Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the US stock indices, and we're gonna see what do we have, what we might expect this week. And after a finished impulse here as a 1 2 and a 1 2 3 4 and a 5 for a wave 3, ABC expanding flat for a wave 4, 1 2 3 4 5 finished exactly in our blue zone here. And of course a warning for a deep correction has been given where we might see at least a test area for a wave 2. By all means, let's say we're not very deep on the macro level here. We are going to test a wave 2, meaning a 1 and then ABC wave 2 in case, of course, of a shallow correction. 0.38 minimum Fibonacci level here for a wave 2 that it might be unfolding. But we don't want to forget that there is a timing necessarily as well to have here. After a large 1-2 here, the timing is still, of course, until the June 2026 to finish at least or to start to think bullish here from there. And we might see, of course, something higher pushing for new all-time highs again. But basically also don't forget that we might also get something very deep, which it can be the perfect fib level for wave 2, which is normally in the 0.618, 0.786, 25k 500 and 25 or 24k to 300 here that it might be unfolding, of course, in longer time. Basically, I would say what we get, so what we got so far is something as a correction here, unfolding as an A, B, and a C definitely, or W, X, and a Y. But the highest probability so far is still, of course, for something as an impulse still unfolding here, where you have already 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 and then another ABC for a wave 4 because you still have a 1 2 over there. And don't forget that when you have double 1 2s in an impulse, the second wave 4 comes back to the previous one as a guideline by Elliott Wave, of course. And we might still see a wave 5 that it might be unfolding again to our blue zone to finish up around the 27k 800 here and 27k 600. Invalidation of bearish is not taken at 29k or let's say 30k as well. Once the price takes the 30k, then okay, I give up on this impulse and definitely something else is unfolding here. Can be something as a W, X, and a Y, which it can be three ways already, and another three ways for a wave B, meaning an A, B, and a C, that it might still be unfolding. But before taking the 30K, I cannot confirm that this scenario is unfolding. So far, we're still under the invalidation, and that means a pressure of selling is still there, and it can be unfolding towards the 27K 800. We'll see what's going to happen, guys, with Nasdaq. For SPX as well, I would say that perfect target has been hit as well. But let me remind you, and what we are looking at in the macro level, it's a finished impulse as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. And we start a correction deeper one where we have an impulse potentially unfolding, and we're looking here for another wave 5 because we are in double 1 2 where you have a 1 2, another 1 2 3 4 and a 5 for a wave 3 and then 4, which is still unfolding, and then wave 5 can still get, of course, towards the 7k 179 and the 7k 144, which is the most common target. Now, our wave 4, as we mentioned, that this is our target for it, and we got it exactly there in this red zone as an ABC. And then we might start to see, of course, especially after a finished here structure as a potential impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, we might start to see a new drop toward the downside for a final wave 5. This wave 5 might finish a wave A, and we might have, of course, a wave B as a retracement and a wave C again, which it might hit our target here as a large wave to expect it for minimum target 7K, which is a very psychological number. And of course, this might unfold again, something to push toward the upside if we don't get a deeper correction, of course. So we'll see, guys. Lower prices is still the highest probability, honestly. I don't see yet something invalidated as bearish. So basically, this is your invalidation of bearish. So before taking this price, which is a 7K 500 before it, we cannot count something bullish or something as a correction, because yeah, I would say we still in this impulse. You know, it's still unfolding in this wave, and it might drop directly towards this target sooner or later, unless that tomorrow or the market opening will take the 7K 500, and that means, of course, it can be something else unfolding. Until that time, of course, this is your green flag, so keep it in mind, stop loss or whatever you want to use it, guys. So this is very interesting to be watched, of course. Yep, so this is regarding SPX. We're gonna see Dow Jones finally. For Dow Jones, also on the 4 hours chart, we are looking as well at a large 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse, finished here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we start to look a little bit lower, especially that we got kind of like a deeper correction. But of course, the last week, I would say we were expecting a wave B, and there we are. But this wave B looks very, very impulsive, I would say. Somehow like a 1, 2, and then wave 3, and can be a wave 4 unfolding there. In case this is not a wave B, then we have to count something as an extension here. In case we get again a new all-time high for Dow Jones, we might see, of course, an extension, and that means, of course, those wave 5 here within the wave 1 might be extending, and that means can be a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, that it might be unfolding here as an expanding diagonal, which is very rare case. I don't know why it gets very, very deep here, but it's very, very rare case, unless again it's gonna have another scenario in double 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, which is very, very bullish, and I cannot yet give this scenario before we take the all-time high. So by all means, right now, if we take the all-time high there, then okay, something else is unfolding definitely, which is a confirmation for higher prices. Two probabilities, which is a diagonal as an expanding diagonal, meaning we might get a large wave 5, or it can be a double 1, 2, which is the same case scenario, large wave 3, and then 4 and a 5, and then 4 and a 5. Yeah. And then we count a wave 1 there. And that means, of course, this is an extension there for a wave 5. But yeah, we cannot confirm it before the 51K, $650, unless, of course, things might continue to drop in a W, X, wave Y, I would say wave Y, or it can be an A, B, and a C here. 3 waves in W, X, wave Y, even deeper, or it can be a large 3 waves, A, B, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C. So many probabilities, of course. This is a correction, guys. Don't forget that it can comes in several forms. So we'll see, guys. In case we take confirmation for higher, then yeah, we start to think bullish. That was it for the stock market. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.